What's up, you guys? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice day. Today I had a day off from work. Actually, this is like a holiday over here. And so the 1st of May, it's like our Labor Day. I don't know if it's the same all around the world. But anyway, I decided to make use of the free time to do this transplant that I've been putting off for a long time now. It's been about a year since the last time we worked on this Montezuma Cypress, and we can see that the tree has grown a lot since then. We can see the massive trunk there at the base. We can see that the sun has affected it a lot. Overall, we can see that it's healthy, it's growing nicely, and this is going to be a very cool project to work on in the future, right now and in the future. So I want you guys to look at this section of the tree. This was the last time that we trunk chopped it, and that we were supposed to replace it with maybe another little twig, form a new apex from there. But what happened is that it started putting out like a lot of new little branches there, and I didn't decide on any of them, and I just let them grow because I wanted a more pronounced base. And we can see that that's been counterproductive to some degree. To some extent, it's been really nice because the tree has been able to grow and to gather energy, but at the same time, we can see that we're going to have to do the exact same thing we did a year ago, but now with a thicker trunk, not a branch anymore, a trunk. If you look at it from this point of view, we can see the clear line from the base, and we have to choose one of the two over here. And I think I'm going to choose to keep this one and completely remove this one so that we increase the taper of the design. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do. Yeah, first I'm going to cut over here, and then I'm going to cut over here, or maybe over here. I'm going to take out sections to take cuttings from this. And you'd be surprised that these are very easily rooted. In fact, let me just pause the video and show you what I mean by that. So here we go. The glare from the sun is killing me. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is a cutting that I took some months ago when we created this little pond. And this is another little project that I neglected to some degree, but you can see the point that I'm trying to make, that this is a species that roots very easily. So for example, I got one over here. This is the first one. This is like an overall design. It's not just to grow the Montezuma Cypress, but also to make like a little pond. You can see that the water level is a bit low, and this is another twig that I just stuck in the soil like that, and now it's completely rooted. Over here we got another little micro pond. A lot of algae. Same thing, you can see that I rooted this little Montezuma Cypress twig, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with the huge sections that I'm going to take out. Yeah. So one little piece of advice is that if you are going to take cuttings, try to keep them in water or stick them in the soil where you're going to root them immediately after you take them. And I found that gives you like more chances of success in my book. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back to the in that case the working area. I was going to say the work table, the workbench, if you will, but let's go back. So here we are again. Like I said, I'm just gonna do the cuts. I'm gonna prune this. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'm gonna pause the video and show you what it looks like. And also, I intend to transplant this to a larger pot today. So maybe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the old pot, you know, where this was growing, and use it to propagate the cuttings that I take from this operation. So I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna cut what needs to be cut, and then we'll continue on from there. Yeah, so here I go. So check it out. We're halfway there. You can see that most of these sections have already been placed in water. I pruned some of them so that we stick them in the soil, cover them with water, and we have like a 2/4 of the way in the process of making a new bonsai, you know. I'm going to show you one that I rooted the last time we worked on this, so that you can see that definitely this can be absolutely done, no problem. And so you can see that I also pruned some of the branches that I'm going to keep. That's just because I want to, you know, I just want this little guy to back bud. You can see the branches that I'm going to leave there. And now for the hardest part, I think I need to go ahead and remove this. Yeah. So in order to do that, let me just show you. Oh, so here it is. 1 second. I got this drywall saw. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but this is something that needs to be done with some sort of saw, because the pruners that I've got just don't, you know, they would never cut through a trunk that thick. Anyway, so I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna show you what that looks like, and then I'm gonna show you the next step of the process. By the way, my little neighbors from across the street are fighting, so that's the little small racket that you hear in the background. So here we go, and here we are. You can see that the little drywall saw definitely work. I think I'm gonna go a little, you know, it's just because this little branch right here could be good for the design, but I think I'm gonna go even further and remove this little heel that we got here. But anyway, we can see that it definitely worked, and yeah, we can see the definite line of the trunk that I'm gonna follow there. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now the next step would be to transplant this to a larger pot. I want to also remove most of the roots. Let me see if I can show you. I did this a couple of minutes ago. Let me just, sorry. Here. It's completely root bound. And you can see that normally it's covered in water. So this transplant will definitely be beneficial for the tree. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to remove this little this little heel, and then I'm going to also do some root pruning. I'm going to wash off all the soil, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so here I go. So check it out. This tool continues to pay for itself, because it was the perfect tool to remove that base of matted roots that we have here. Yeah, let me just show you the cake. Unbelievable, no? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, but I can see why this little guy started to slow down this spring. So yeah, I'm gonna wash the soil away, maybe do some combing of the roots, and then I'll show you where I'll put it. Yeah, the new container where I'm gonna put this little guy. Okay, so here we go. So check it out. This is the end result. The roots have been pruned and combed out. Yeah, and we got a nice radial pattern there. You can see that I removed this huge root that was circling around the pot, and yeah, that's just gonna add to that radial pattern that we want. Over here I got the container that I'm gonna use. You can see that it's larger. Yeah, and I intend to keep it a little bit more shallow. than with the previous one, you know, because like I said, I just want this to continue to gain taper. So it's going to be larger, but it's going to be a bit more, you know, shallow. So I'm going to prepare the container. I also thought about something kind of cool when I was thinking about this. So yeah, that's going to be the next and I think final step. Yeah. So sorry about the choppy videos, but I told you before that I'm working with one hand. You know, space is limited around here, so at the moment we'll continue to have this videos with huge jumps, but you know, in the future I might change that. So here we go. Let's take a look at the final step. So here we are. This is the soil that I'm going to be using, and you can see that it's got a lot of organic matter. I don't know if that's necessarily bad. I don't think so. But that just means that we're going to have a lot of floaters when we first fill this up. Yeah. And the other thing that I wanted to show you is I found this little piece of ceramic tile. Just got a little bit of plaster there. I'm just going to put this here. This is actually concrete, not plaster. So it's not going to dissolve into the water. So, like I was saying, I'm just going to put this here. And that's going to continue to force the tree into producing lateral roots. Yeah. So we place it like this. And now that I look at this container, it's not much bigger, you know. It is a bit bigger. But I was thinking about this and I thought, you know, maybe it's not such a good idea that I put it in such a big container. Because, you know, after all, this is going to go into a pot in the near future. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing that it's not so big. Now, the next thing is to fill this up with soil and then fill it up with water. So here I go. And we're done. I got rid of some of the floaters by overflowing the pot with water. And you can see that it's still got a lot of, you know, absorbing to do, the little plant. But overall, that's it, you know. If it looks horrible at the moment, it's because last time that we transplanted it, it also looked horrible. But I'm pretty confident that in a couple of weeks we'll see definite signs of growth and of adapting to its new environment. And now it's just a matter of taking care of it. You know, I'm just going to keep it in on a bright spot, not direct sunlight, yeah, but it should have no problem. So I'll keep you along for the ride, yeah. Keep tuned for more updates on this project and others. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. You'll be really helping me out to this and my other terrariums and aquarium channel. If you have any comments, doubts, questions, anything, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.